Hi everyone and welcome to Morning Coffee Break. I hope everybody's doing good today. It's Tuesday, September 26th. Currently it's 68 degrees. High today is going to be 80. No chance of rain. Winds, it's picked up a little bit at 8 miles per hour right now. So it's a little breezy. Today there will be an Aldi haul. It's not a really real big one, but you know, it's some things we needed, and I thought that they were worth showing, and got some good prices. I have noticed that they've come down on a few of their prices that they went way up on during the pandemic. So check that out today. What's for dinner? We're thinking about just having some hamburger patties with steak sauce, mashed potatoes and peas. I might fix some beef gravy to go with the mashed potatoes. I'm not sure about that yet. But we've got some green, I think it's Green Giant frozen peas, the steamable ones. So I thought they would be good with it. So, all right. Okay, I've got a taste test. You know, yesterday I tried the Moo Tubes, the Friendly Farm Moo Tube. I tried the cotton candy one, and I said I would try I didn't want to try them at the same time, you know, both of them. So I've got the Melonberry one today to try, and I really like the cotton candy one. So anyway, the Melonberry has 50 calories, just like the other one did. 1% of total fats. It's only half a gram. No saturated fat. No saturated fat. No trans fat. You got 5 milligrams of cholesterol, it's 1%. 35 milligrams of sodium is 2%. 10 grams of carbs is 4%. No fiber. 8 grams of sugar and 5 grams added, it's 10%. 2 grams of protein. 4% of vitamin D. 10% of calcium. 2% of potassium, and 6% of vitamin A. That is the only difference between the two of them. Is the cotton candy one had 4% of vitamin A, and this one has 6%. I wonder why. But anyway, I did say there's no high fructose in these, which I like. It's just sugar. So it's really basically the same as the other one as far as nutrition facts, only you get a little bit more of vitamin A with the Melonberry. Okay, there it is. And I am going to cut this because I pulled I tore that one off, and it kind of wanted to make a mess. So hold on. I've noticed sometimes, like on these, if you pull them and it doesn't get, if you don't do it right quick and get it all the way off, when it gets caught there at the end, sometimes this stuff the yogurt will come out some. I don't want to make a mess. So yeah, this is Melonberry. It shows watermelon and what looks like a raspberry to me. I'm usually not a melon like candy or melon flavored stuff, because it never does really taste like it, you know, the artificial ones, flavors or whatever they use. I don't know if this actually has melon in it. Vegetable juice. It doesn't even say. It sure doesn't mention melon or berries. So I don't know if it's artificially flavored or what. It doesn't taste really that bad though. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, it's, like I said, I'm not crazy about melon stuff, but I like the mixture of melon and some type of berry. Mm. It's really very good. I actually think I like the cotton candy one better. Um, I'm going to give it a 5 for nutrition facts and a 4 for taste for me. Now, if you like melon flavored things, watermelon flavored things, a little bit better than me, you might like it even more. But I like the cotton candy one the best, but that one's pretty good. So 4 out of 5 on flavor, 5 out of 5 on nutrition because they're definitely good for you. Okay. So that is Taste Test today. And you can find those at Aldi, of course. They were only $1.59 and there's 8 of them in here. So that's not bad at all. And they say you can freeze them, like if you for kids to take to school with them. But I bet you could, eat them frozen. I bet they would be good. We've done that with other yogurt stuff before. Okay, it's time for Jokes of the Day. All right. This first one says, "What time is it?" A man bragging about his new hearing aid. "It's the best I've ever had," he says. "It cost $3,000. His friend asks, "What kind is it?" He says, 4:30. So it must not be the best. So he thought he said, "What time is it?" Okay. How about this one's called Playing the Harmonica. A newly married sailor was informed by the Navy that he was going to be stationed a long way from home on a remote island in the Pacific for a year. A few weeks after he got there, he began to miss his new wife, so he wrote her a letter. "My love," he wrote, "we are going to be apart for a very long time. Already I'm starting to miss you, and there's really not much to do here in the evenings. Besides that, we're constantly surrounded by young, attractive native girls. Do you think if I had a hobby of some kind, I would not be tempted?" So his wife sent him back a harmonica saying, "Why don't you learn to play this?" Eventually his tour of duty came to an end and he rushed back to his wife. "Darling," he said, "I can't wait to get you into bed so that we can make passionate love. First, let's see you play that harmonica." Okay. How about fact of the day? Rent a pineapple. Once upon a time, 18th century England to be exact, pineapples were rented for the night. They were such a status symbol that people would rent one and take it with them to a party or gathering and bring it back. Okay. All right, let's see. Let's find some trivia. Where's the one that's the one I like right there. Okay. Which of these is a major river in Massachusetts? John, Simon, Eric, Charles. I don't know if I've really even heard of any of them. John River, Eric River, Simon River, Charles River. Charles. That kind of sounds like it might be a river, doesn't it? I'm just going to have to guess. Charles. The first one has to go to the thing or something. Okay, final answer. Oh, I'm right. It's Charles River. So that's 1 for 1. Next question. The Chernobyl disaster was a nuclear accident in which country? Turkey, Ukraine, India, Kazakhstan. Okay, I'm thinking, you know, it's not Turkey or India because it was something to do with Russia. I know, but I'm not thinking it's Ukraine though. I'm thinking Kazakhstan maybe. That's my answer. Kazakhstan. Oh, it was Ukraine. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that it was in Ukraine. Oh boy, I missed one. Okay, I'm 1 for 2. I just didn't think it was in Ukraine. The April 1986 disaster at the Chernobyl nuclear power plant in Ukraine was a product of a flawed Soviet reactor design coupled with serious mistakes made by the plant operators. It's got more. Most fruits will ripen after they are picked. Which of these will not? Now, wait a minute. Doesn't all fruit ripen after it's being picked, though? Really? I mean, out of the 4, it's got apple, peach, papaya, and orange. The only one I can think of out of those 4 would be apple. I mean, it does rot or whatever, but it does take quite a while before it will. And all the others, papaya, orange, and peach, they don't last very long at all compared to an apple. So I'm going to have to say apple. Final answer. I hope I'm right. It's an orange. Doesn't an apple last longer than an orange? Man, I'm not doing too great. I'm 1 for 3. I thought an apple would last longer than an orange. Despite what you've heard, oranges actually do not continue to ripen after being picked. To develop their optimum sweetness and flavor in general, they must remain on the tree for weeks and months. Oranges need to ripen naturally on the tree. Okay. Okay. Hebrew is the official language of which country? Israel, Switzerland, Egypt, or Russia? Well, I think it's Israel. What do y'all think? Oh, I got that one. I'm 2 for 4. Okay, it's Israel. How about Madison, Shelby, and Baldwin are counties in which U.S. state? Oh, man. North Dakota, South Carolina, Alabama, Mississippi. Madison, Shelby, Baldwin. Well, I don't know. You remember that movie? Something about Madison County, wasn't it? I think there was a movie, something had that in it. I'm trying to think. It's showing a picture. I don't know if that's supposed to be a hint, but it doesn't really show much. I mean, it shows a barn. That is pretty mountainous looking area kind of right there, though, which would make me think North Dakota. North Dakota, I may be wrong again. Nope, Alabama. Man, I'm doing terrible today. 3 for 5. I was doing pretty good the other days. So it's not North Dakota, it's Alabama. Okay. President James Monroe was from which U.S. state? Florida, Georgia, Virginia, or Massachusetts? Oh my goodness. James Monroe, Florida, Georgia. Well, I'm not. I might miss this one too. Virginia or Massachusetts? I want to say, for some reason, I want to say Virginia. I might be wrong again. I'm having a terrible day if that's the case. Hey, I got it. So that makes me 4 for 6. That was 3 for 5. That's 4 for 6. Okay, so I made up, did a little better. Okay. Which term means that material can be decomposed by natural means? Malleable, biosynthetic, biodegradable, plasticized. That don't even sound right. Plasticized. Well, the only thing I can see in these is that would be even remotely the right answer would be biodegradable, because that's stuff that'll break down, you know, and stuff. So we'll go for that and see if I can be 5 for 7. Oh, I got it right. So that'd be, I guess, 5 for 7. Is that right? Because I was 1 for 1, 1 for 2, 1 for 3, then 2 for 4, and 3 for 5. So I made up a little headway on that. Okay. Hash browns are made from which vegetables? Potatoes, cucumbers, spinach, or corn? Well, anybody that lives in the South especially should know what hash browns are. I think everybody would, that they're made out of potatoes. So that's got that one. That's, I guess, 6 for 8. I think I'm keeping track right. How about hash browns, also spelled hashed browns, are a popular American and British breakfast food. Okay, consisting of finely chopped potatoes that have been fried until brown. Hash browns first started appearing on breakfast menus in New York City in the 1890s. Hash browns are a staple breakfast food at diners in North America, where they are often fried on a large common cooktop or grill. And they also put, like, I think they call it like potatoes O'Brien or something like that, where you put onions and peppers. That's what I like it. What is the first name of famous director Hitchcock? Well, everybody that's been around for a while will probably know this one. George, Alfred, William, Theodore. What would he say at the first? Good evening. Just turn this way. Good evening. They showed his, like, shadow, you know, saying that. Good evening. And then at the end, I forget what he would say at the end. He'd come back on at the end. It was Alfred Hitchcock. Let's see if it says, yeah, that's right. Sir Alfred Joseph Hitchcock. He was born 13th of August 1899 and he died 29th of April 1980, was an English filmmaker widely regarded as one of the most influential figures in the history of cinema. In a career spanning 6 decades, he directed over 50 feature films, many of which are still widely watched and studied today. Let me see if it says anything. It didn't say anything about his show there. Yeah, okay, yeah. His hosting and producing the television anthology Alfred Hitchcock Presents from 1955 to 65. Okay. His films garnered 46 Academy Award nominations. Okay, so that's 7 for 9, I reckon, I think. And in which U.S. state was Plymouth Colony established in the 17th century? In which state was Plymouth? Maine, Delaware, Vermont, Massachusetts. Oh my goodness. I want to say Plymouth, Massachusetts. That's what I'm thinking. Plymouth, Massachusetts. Yes. So that's. I think I really only got. I think I got 3 wrong. So I think that would make me 7 for 10. I really think I did get at least 3 wrong. not 2. I believe so. Anyway, I'm trying to keep up with it. I can't keep up with it right. Okay. Plymouth Colony, sometimes Plymouth, was an English colonial venture in America from 1620 to 1691 at a location that had previously been surveyed and named by Captain John Smith. The settlement served as the capital of the colony and developed as the town of Plymouth, Massachusetts. All right. So I think that's going to be it. 10 of them's probably plenty. Let's see if we can. Well, I didn't mean to do that. They're loading something up there or something. Okay. Since I see nice news right there, let's see if anything's going on in here that's that's a commercial. All right. Yeah. Blind artist and his guide dog spread disability awareness through social media. Paul Castle was born with the untreatable eye disease retinitis pigmentosa and has lost over 90% of his vision, but that hasn't stopped him from building a thriving career as an author and illustrator. Castle's perhaps better known, however, for another type of content. His adorable social media videos featuring his husband Matthew and his guide dog Mr. Maple. Amassing over 2 million followers across TikTok and Instagram, Castle credits his canine co-star as a key contributor to his popularity. In addition to sharing lighthearted pranks that Matthew pulls on him, the Seattle residents use his platform to highlight the myriad ways his golden retriever assists with everyday tasks. Well, that's cool. And in other news, the Energy Department is investing $325 million in new types of batteries that can store renewable energy longer. Wow. The previously unknown Truman Capote story from the 1950s was published last week for the first time. Decades after it closed for restoration, an ancient palazzo in Rome has been reopened to tourists. Did you know that we used to have $10,000 bills? One such note dating back to the Great Depression recently sold for $480,000. Hey, that's a pretty good investment. Giant pandas have been living at Smithsonian's National Zoo for over half a century. Wow. Look back on this period and learn how the animals have advanced conservation efforts. Okay, let's see if we can find a quote of the day is from B.B. King. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. That's right. All right, everybody, that's going to be it today for Morning Coffee Break. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, I hope you'll press that like button. Also, subscribe if you haven't already and share this out. And hit that so you get all my videos as soon as they come out. Everybody, I hope you have a great day. Definitely check out the Aldi haul today. It's a nice haul. It's not a monster haul, but it's a good one. So check it out, everybody. I hope you have a great day, and God bless.